Here's how to contribute to Challenge 2.
Hello there. In the last video, we added a camper cell and some custom CSS to Challenge 1. Now let's do Challenge 2. So if we go to the main website, check out Challenge 2. Sort of a lot going on, you can see. Let's contribute to this page of the website. I'm going to open up Terminal. Let's navigate to our version of the project, which is on the desktop. Let's check out the branch that we're on. We're on Challenge 1 branch. We want to go back to Master. In the last video, we added a remote to keep our branch up to date. So let's pull from that. Get pull upstream, which is the name of the remote for the main repository, and we want to get the master branch. Okay, we're already up to date. Let's make a new feature branch. Okay, now we're on Challenge 2. We can start making changes to our file now. Let's go to Challenges, Challenge 2. Let's open up the associated files. Let's look at the instructions file. Find an image of a spaceship, planet, star, UFO, etc. So this is a website where we can find transparent images. Perhaps we should do planets. This looks fine. Let's download this. Okay, cool. So now we've got our background list image. Let's add this to the images directory of the project. And let's call it My Planet. Go back to the instructions. Now we have to add an image tag under the div ID Solar System, Challenge 2. Let's scroll down. Div ID Solar System, add your space objects below here. This div starts here, ends here, so let's make an image. The source should point to the images slash, we named it myplanet.png. Save this. We look at the HTML file. We'll see that I've got this planet. It doesn't have any background color, which is good. I think we probably want to modify the dimensions of it a little bit, and maybe give it bounce animation. Give it a unique ID. YouTube planet. I'm going to save this. Let's go to the CSS file. Add your space objects below. Let's target our unique ID. Let's give it a width of 100 pixels, then a height of 100 pixels. Let's position it absolutely. Give it a position of top 500 pixels, 600 pixels, and left 40 pixels. This is just random. Let's see what this looks like. Refresh. Okay, so here is our planet. We want it to be more to the right, so let's increase this number. We want it to be higher up, so let's decrease this number. Cool, it works. Let's go to the HTML file. Give this guy a class. We already have a front-end library included called animate.css. If we go to animate.css, we can see that there's all these animations that we can choose from. Bounce, for example, flash. Let's go with pulse. The way we add that is we say animated. The animation we want to give it is pulse. We save this. It pulsed for just a second. We want it to be a repeated pulse, so let's say infinite. Let's refresh. Looks like we're pulsing infinitely. There we go. That's all the changes that we want to make for now. Let's go back to the terminal. Let's get the status of our project. Again, we don't really worry about the DS store here, here, here. We've added an image to the images directory of Challenge 2. We've modified the CSS and HTML file of Challenge 2. Track those changes. First, let's target the image that we added. Now let's target the HTML. Now let's target the CSS that we changed. Let's do get status again to see if that all worked out. We're keeping track of CSS, HTML, and the image. Let's package up all these changes into a commit. Let's say added a planet and custom CSS. All right, so the changes are all packaged up. Let's push them to our remote version of the project. We're pushing to origin. What we want to push to origin is the branch we're working on, which we named challenge 2. So now if we go to our repositories, easy to get, GitHub's recognizing that we've made changes to challenge 2. And if we go to our branches, here are the branches we worked on in the previous videos. Here's the one that we just started working on, challenge 2. We can click here or here to make a pull request to merge challenge 2 with the main version of the project. This should suffice. You don't really have to describe it any further. I'm going to create this pull request. Looks like this branch has no conflicts. If we look at the files changed, here is the custom CSS we added. Here is the planet we added. Here's the image we added. That was adding a planet for challenge 2. Thanks for watching. In the next video, we will cover adding your own custom theme to the homepage, as well as adding to the contributors panel on the homepage.
Thanks for following along, and I'll see you in the next video.